For the next 100 days, I will be attempting to survive on this humongous lake. Here, I will build houses for villagers to live in, homes for farm animals to stay under, and many more structures overlooking the beautiful lake view. Hello everybody, it's quite early in the morning. I woke up bright and early just to get this video ready for you guys, but as you can see, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to see through all this smog, all this fog, but we are kind of in the middle of a ginormous lake. Yeah, see that? See all that? See how much it goes past? So yeah, we are gonna build, oh, there's a village over there too. We're gonna start to create some sort of civilization on this lake. This lake was the birthplace of a tremendous civilization that worship copper golems and wore copper armor. I cannot speak. I guess, you know, now you know it's really early because my brain isn't even wired. But we're gonna chop down this tree and get a bunch of wood to create our first set of tools. And then we are gonna look around. Here we have some carrots, which is good. We can plant this and get even more stuff out of it. Make ourselves a wooden axe, wooden pickaxe, and a sword. Now if I can find some sheep, that would be very nice, because we could then make a bed to skip the night as soon as possible. I'm gonna go down here. There's an emerald here already, which is very good. Let's get, oh, hello. Oh, this is a bad spot to be in. Ow. Alright, that hurt. Alright, he's gonna die soon. I'll just let him be. That was out of my end. Oh my god, there's another one? Why are there so many? Oh, I need to get up. I need to get up. I need to get out of here. Why are there so many zombies, guys? I don't know where the heck these zombies are coming from, but this is getting a little too dangerous. Is there a zombie spawner in here? No way. It's like only been a couple minutes and I'm already dying. Okay, this guy's gotta back up. Okay. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of mobs in there. I don't want to mess with that. Let's go somewhere else instead. We'll leave that crafting table there as a reminder. Let's go check out this this village. Got a lava source over here. I can find dripstone. We can make lava. Problem is that I don't have good luck with that. What is that up there? Oh, that's a ruined nether portal. Okay, there's a gold block up there. Got some mules and horses. I'll take one of these beds just so I don't have to get one myself. Lots of villagers. Gotta make sure they survive. Oh, we can start a villager trading station. Some bread, onions, tomatoes. This is fantastic. Okay, let's eat this bread so we don't die. Go and check out that that ruined nether portal over here. Got some bees nearby, that's good. Get some wax and whatnot. What is this? Got a bunch of netherrack. Be good for building. And golden axe, bunch of iron nuggets, obsidian, fire charge, and golden nuggets. Alright, this is pretty good. We'll remember that this was here. Oh, there's iron right here. Beautiful. Let me dig out some of this iron. Oh, lots of iron here. Yeah, let me make some torches real quick, just so we can light up darkness. The darkness is not our friend. It is our enemy. Okay, let me gather enough stone to make a pickaxe and possibly a furnace, so that way we can cook up the iron and whatnot. Beautiful. Let's make a new crafting table and then place this down here. Make a pickaxe. How many ingots can we make? We make 2 ingots. Let's make 1 shield out of that, just so we can protect ourselves. Let's toss our wooden tools in here. Let's dig up this iron. Perfect. Oh, so much iron. Yeah, we can get a head start on iron. This is gonna be great. I think I'm gonna change the civilization to they use iron tools because they're a little bit more advanced. Yeah. Yep. Because oh my god, if we're using copper tools, that's gonna take us forever just to you know, progress. That's why I kind of feel like the only really good thing out of this update, this copper update, was the copper golems and of, you know, some other minor changes. But the copper tools, I don't know, man. Like, you could just run straight to iron and it's got so much more durability that it's a lot more worth it compared to copper. Okay, this is still cooking, I'm assuming. Yep. Just toss all this in. We got a golden axe with smite, so I'll be using this bad boy to get the work done. And let's put this here. Let's just take this furnace and we're gonna go somewhere else. We need to find some food. I wish this place had bread. Oh, speaking of iron, there's some iron right here. Let's dig up this iron, put that here. We don't fall. Nice. I don't see any more iron. Oh, there's a little bunny rabbit. Cute little bunny rabbits down here. I guess the best thing we can eat today is some bunnies. Come here. Nice. You, I will spare you. One day you shall take revenge for your family member. You know where to find me. Okay. Some more iron. Beautiful. Look down here. I apologize if my voice sounds kind of raspy very early. I wanted to get this done. I need to push out as many videos as I can, so I'm doing this all for you guys. But yeah, comment down below if you guys have any new ideas or any suggestions for 100 days. And if you haven't already, please leave a like and subscribe, because that really helps me going forward. You know, helps me stay motivated to continue to make more videos. We got some copper ore here. I'll just take it just so we can make a copper golem out of them. We can find some pumpkins, that'd be good too. Gosh, this cave system just goes on forever and ever, huh? It's like one of these spelunking adventures where we get trapped in like a 1-inch hole. Let's keep going this way. There's got to be some good stuff. Usually if this cave system continues like this, it leads to a bigger cave system. Oh, speaking of which, there is a section over here that is unexplored. Let's make some more torches, just so you can see a bunch of new blocks. Some iron right here. Good, what we needed. I wonder if there is an exit. Let's just go all the way to the end. Okay, this place just seems to go on and on and on. Yeah, it does seem to be like a cave that continues on and on. Let's just explore all. Yeah, that's it. The end of over here. And down here, that doesn't sound good. Let's collect all this coal. Should make a new pickaxe for myself. And let's go back on this way. I should cook this raw rabbit meat, just so I have something to eat. Just need one piece. Oh, I could have tossed my leaf litter in there. I totally forgot about that. I'm so accustomed to the old play style of Minecraft that I forget about all this new stuff, you know? I don't know if it's just me, but sometimes I just forget about all these new features. I just play like it's good old 2012, 2013. Those were the simpler days. Ooh, dripstone, yes, this is what we need. Now that's one feature that I have been really praising, is the lava dripstone combination. Well, let's grab some of that. How can I grab this without dying? Okay, there's one. I want to get 6 at least. 5 and 6. All right, we'll come back down this way some other day. It's time to head on up to the surface. I could get some redstone too. That would be nice, because I can make myself a clock, you know, so that way when we do some mining, a big mining expedition, we can tell the time without having to be at the surface. Let me just dig up. We need some more blocks anyways. Okay, let us go up this way, collect all this iron. The more iron we have, the better. Beautiful. Out. Let's go this way. Get this copper ore. And let's see if there is anything up here that is worth gathering. Maybe it'll lead to the surface. Nope, there's some coal here though. I don't mind that. Just give me some of this coal. Pretty quiet, these caves here. It must be nighttime. Let's dig up. I feel like this is, yeah, I knew it. All right, let's go to bed. We have a little cave here to live in for now. We'll sleep through the night. All right, nice. We made it. Time to go. Oh, hey, some spruce wood over here. That is good to know. Some ginormous mushrooms as well. All right, seems like we spawned pretty good. We'll gather all these blocks. For now, I'm gonna make this place my temporary home. I'm gonna find a little building just to set up, and then we will smelt all this iron, do a bit of grinding, and then we'll start building on this lake. Remember, that was our goal. That's our original goal, is to create a civilization from the lake in an amazing and an amazing and high-tech civilization will emerge. A high-tech civilization that doesn't know how to organize the inventory. Okay, let's put this like so, and then let's split up the iron. I don't know why my mice keeps doing that. Let's toss that in there just to use up as much of the junk that we have. And let's put all of our goodies in here. Keep the shield on us, keep the dirt on us, and the gold ingots. Put that in there. I think 2 should suffice for now. Maybe 3 actually. And let's start making some tools. I want to make a axe just so I can collect more wood. We're gonna start using a lot of spruce wood. This will be our main weapon. A smite golden axe. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. And then let's make ourselves a iron pickaxe to upgrade it. And I need food. I realized, yeah, I'm gonna need a bit of food. You know what I could do? Just take these gold ingots. I only need 4, so let's take some of this. And is it like this? No, it's all the way like this. Let's make ourselves some golden carrots just right off the bat, because that will really save us a whole lot of time. If I eat this now, I can eat 2 of them. Let's save that, and we'll wait until my food bar has gone down enough to start eating. Oh, hello. Give me some of these bones. I don't need the arrows. Okay, I'm gonna kill this pig. Oh my gosh, look at this place. Absolutely humongous. I think I'm gonna go collect we're gonna go collect the spruce wood, because the spruce wood, I think we're gonna use that the most. Spruce wood would be the combo with some dark trim. That'll look real nice. Okay, let's just toss all this junk in there, and let's get on to work. Oh wait, hold up. If I find a cow, I could possibly make a saddle. That is one new thing that I really like. I don't know why that was never in the game, was the ability to make saddles. I see some cows over here, but there's a bunch of mules and whatnot, so I definitely want to collect all the leather that I can, just so I can make myself a saddle to make my job easier, you know? Oh man, look at this beautiful place. Okay, I got what I needed, so that'll be okay. Let's time to eat now. Bam. We won't have to eat for another long while, but let's cook up the food anyways, just because we're gonna need it. We'll cook it up while we craft the leather saddle. We can tame ourselves a mule. We're gonna see which one's the fastest stuff. Let me just make a couple more furnaces. Perfect. And then let's put the meat inside. What can I cook this with? I guess I'll just use this. I don't have enough wood to do that job. Okay, now how does one make a saddle? 3 leather. Oh, never mind. We're gonna need another cow. Give me a second. I did not realize that. See, this is something that's so new that I'm not accustomed to it. You know, it's not like a muscle memory kind of thing. So don't get mad at me in the comments. Oh my god, why didn't you kill a 3rd cow or a 2nd cow? You know, I just don't know, man. My bad. Chillax. Let's see. They were just here earlier. Okay, there's one right here. He's trying to escape. Alright. We might as well just take care of this whole entire family, you know? Alright. Got 4 pieces of steak, 4 leather. Oh, if we get some string as well, we can make ourselves a little knapsack. A little bag. Just to, you know, just to put a bunch of random junk inside of it. Okay, lost that in there. Got some food, and time to make a leather saddle. Are there any wool? I see one walking wool over here. See a walking wool. This walking wool will come in very handy if you just oh, nice. And then I have some more meat to cook as well. Beautiful. What I could do is take this mutton and then cook it up. I am out of fuel, and one thing I have is wool to string. I wish that was a thing, to be honest. Turning wool into string. There we go. We got ourselves a bundle. Okay, very nice. Let me cook up all the steak, and then we can head on out to find ourselves a mule. That way we can, you know, put a chest on him. I should find a tree nearby here. No, I don't want to destroy that house for the bees. Let's go this way. If we go this way, we can get ourselves a couple more logs. Perfect. Oh, there's a house over here. I didn't realize. It's inside. Apples, tomatoes, potatoes, onions. Alright. Oh, we could just actually take this chest, to be honest. Yeah, nice. We don't have to make our own. Let's place this down, and this and that, along with this, and collect a couple more logs, just so we can turn them into other tools and sticks and whatnot. Alright, 21 sounds pretty good to me. Let's head on back. Gosh, the ambient sounds. Sometimes I forget about them because they're ambient sounds, but I can't live without them, you know? I always need them when I'm playing Minecraft. Let's put all this junk away. Turn some of this into logs, some of this into sticks. I mean, turn it into planks and sticks. And now let's go find... There was one mule over here earlier, but if I remember when we came this way, there was, yeah. So I want to see who's the fastest. Okay, we got 2 of them to compare. 1.62 jump height and 7 speed. Oh, they're the same. Let's just give it a shot. They have similar health, I'm assuming. Come on, buddy. Oh, you don't be like that. Come on. We're like friends here. We're all friends here. Let me get my torch back. It's already almost nighttime. We spent like the whole day just trying to get this done. But that's okay, you know? We have another 98 days to go. Oh, he's slow. He's definitely slow, that's for sure. But that's okay. We'll just, we have to, you know, be appreciative, grateful for what we have. I remember there's another meal over here. We will check out just to see if he's a little bit faster. And if he is, nope, he's the same. He's just got, I think, a little bit more health. It's all right. We'll place this. There you go. Perfect. Look, he's got so much more space on it now. Now we can check out the sunset and scope out the land, to be honest. That's the thing I always wanted to do. There's another sheep here. I definitely want to gather some more of his wool. Okay, now how do we get across without dying? What the heck? The sheep just showed up out of nowhere. All right. So we can jump down. We can make our way down. And from there, we can chop down all these tall trees. Yeah, as well as all this dark oak. And there's a bunch of birchwood here as well. A lot of stuff to use. That's very good. Let's head on back to the house. And with this white wool, I'm going to turn all the string I have into a lead. That'll be handy just in general, because if we're going to like tame animals and whatnot, it'll be good to have. But let's go back this way, and our mule can stay out here. Let's go to sleep. We'll figure it out in the morning. All right, I have some string here. Let's turn all this into leads and whatnot. Okay, I need a fence post. Let's grab one of these fence posts over here. I don't think anyone's gonna notice. They're not gonna need it anyways. All right, just give me one, and let's turn all these into sticks. Where's my fence post? There it is. All right, buddy, let's go. I don't have a name for you yet, but you know, as the days go by and we go on adventures together, I'll give you a name. Yeah. How does that sound? We don't have a name, but sometimes it takes adventures and experiences to give each other names. Like, I'm sure this guy doesn't know my name. I'm just some random sentient being that decided to write him one day, and then here we are as friends. Don't do that in real life, though. You'll go to jail. Okay, what's over here? A bunch of podzol, mossy stone, mossy cobblestone. Where do we want to start? Let's start over here first with all this dark oak, because we're already here. We might as well just hitch this guy to a fence post, and then we just chop down these trees. Nice. Get all these logs here. The nice thing is that we have this mule who will you know, carry a lot of our luggage, so we don't have to do it ourselves. This tree falling mod, oh man, I can't live without it either, you know? Same thing with vein miner and all the goodies. Just cannot live without them. They are like such a quality of life improvement that saves me so much time. So that way, like, you know, it cuts down a lot of the grinding for me. And you guys get to see the actual bulk, which is me building stuff. That's like probably my favorite thing to do, is to build. Like I said, not much of a adventurer or explorer. I just like to build stuff. But we are out of iron axe, so let's make two more. Let's make two more, just so we can collect as much dark oak as we can. We collect like a total of 6 stacks. I think 6 should be good. We don't need that much. Put some of these saplings down just so we don't destroy the entire ecosystem and way of life over here. We need to, you know, conserve. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we need to conserve until, you know, the time involves not conserving, and then we just don't conserve, and we just take everything. Yeah, something like that. Okay, we got about 6 stacks. Let's just do one more. Okay, just do a total of 8. Why not? For the heck of it. Okay, so you never know. Never know when you'll need more dark oak. Never know when you'll need more wood. So we might as well gather as much as we can. Okay, we just need a little bit more. Let's plant some of these trees back. Now my axe is broken. We'll have to do this manually, but that's okay because it's only a little bit of a chunk. Okay, so we got about that many stacks. Let's bring it back to our mule, and then we're gonna go chop down the spruce trees. Oh, there's some mushrooms in this forest. Don't mind me, I'll take that. Grow some of those into some mushrooms, make some mushroom soup, whatnot. Got ourselves a pretty decent amount of spruce wood so far. Gotta tweak my falling trees mod just to make it a little bit easier for us, so that way we don't die. There have been times when I've died because of this mod. That's because, you know, the height at which I climb up the tree and then I chop down, and then I realized that I wasn't crouching, you know, and because of that I died. Got ourselves some berry bushes here too. take some of these. Always plant them. And I see some coal right here. Let me get the coal. Oh, there's a lot of coal over here. It's getting dark though. Getting dark. We might have to go back. Don't want to upset the neighbors around here. They can get very, very rowdy. Alright, chop down these trees over here. Sorry about the noise. Alright, let's put that down. Plant some spruce trees. We don't have enough spruce wood, but that's okay. We'll come back. Let's take the lead and let's ride our mule back to the village. Alright, we have successfully scaled the side of this mountain. Now we're just heading on back. Is that the... Oh, no. Those are different rabbits. There's definitely one rabbit that should be out seeking revenge on me. Who knows if they will for a one-day challenge. Maybe it's this guy. No, he's too scared. It can't be him. Alright, let's head on back. Let's post this guy up. Actually, you know what? We don't need to. He's not going to wander off too far, right? Let's put some of this stuff away. Let's call it a night, go to bed. Alright. Next day. Very nice. Got a bunch of saplings that I'll keep there. And now what am I... Here he is. Let's bring his dark oak and empty it out too. It's because I don't find that we're going to use it anytime soon. But we do need to keep some of this spruce on us just so we remember. Alright, buddy. You stay there. And let's take you back to do some more tree chopping. Okay, now that guy, that's the bunny. That's the bunny that I slayed their family member. So now they should be training. They're training in that corner. They're doing some chi cultivation, accumulation, and all that stuff. I've just been reading too many webtoons these days. I've been reading a lot of those Miram webtoons, so that's why I say that. So if you get the reference, you are amazing. If you don't, that's alright. That's totally alright. Oh, alright. Let's head on back to that spruce forest. You know, this is kind of scenic. Riding the mule at a slow speed, going through the woods like this. I mean, this is definitely faster than me walking, I believe, and doesn't take up as much energy. That's pretty nice. Okay, let's put this guy right here. And I should collect some more of these mushrooms, actually, just so I can grow them underground or something. All right, chop down some more of these trees. There's a huge... Whoa, look at this. It's like a mossy cave over here. Yeah, it's a lot of moss. Look at this. This place is, there's like fish. There's fish in the waterfall. Oh my god, Nemo. That's where you've been. I should collect some of these glowberries because, I think they'll come in handy. Okay, let's see. That's about it. Well, we can come and check that out in a second. I don't really know what I would use the mossy stone for. I mean, not the mossy, the moss blocks for. I can kind of have an idea. We built some sort of, like, castle-ish, you know. Now my brain is starting to really think, and I'm like trying to figure out how we want to design our our civilization, you know. I'm trying to see in my head all these different types of building styles that would look good, because originally I was just gonna build this place out of wood, you know, plain old wood, different wood types and whatnot. But now that we have access to moss blocks, that might change a little bit. We'll see. Let's just, you know, gather all the stuff we need first. And from there, we'll figure it out. Plant some more of these. Wow, look at this place, guys. This place looks absolutely beautiful. Oh, this is such a good world seed. I'll link it down in the description below. If I haven't said that already, I apologize, but I'll always do my best to link down the seeds and whatnot. It's just sometimes I forget, you know? Sometimes I just upload and post and ghost and forget about all the important stuff. Got all these spruce trees. We still need a couple more. Yeah, all the spruce wood over here has been like decimated, which is fine. We planted them, so we can always regrow them. Alright, and now my axe is broken. I don't have a crafting table. Place that down, make another axe. We might need to go gather some more iron, just so we can make some armor out of it. Okay, perfect. A stack of 64, 8 stacks. I think that's good. Let's head on back. All right, buddy. Here's what I'm gonna have you do. You're gonna carry me, and we are gonna go on back to the village, put all this stuff away, and we're gonna do some mining. We're gonna collect some more iron. That way we can make some tools, and we have to come back and gather more wood. Or should we gather all the wood first and then do mining? Maybe we should gather all the wood first and then do mining. That seems a little bit more organized, I guess, instead of doing a bunch of stuff all at once. Yeah, right. Now, if we stick up to this high elevation here, I bet you we'll have a better chance of finding iron. So if we just mine around these caves here, I think we should be okay. Let's go ahead and put this guy up on a post somewhere. Right here, pretty good. There you go. You can stay right here. I'm gonna put all this inside the bundle will keep all these sticks. They can stay. I need some more torches, that's for sure. But yeah, let's make some more axes. I just need 2. And then we're gonna gather we'll get some oak wood as well as birch wood. Those are like the big 4, like spruce, oak, birch, and dark oak. Yeah, that's the tree I was looking for. Bunch of oak over here, so we could probably gather all these. But if I remember where we spawned, there was also a decent clump as well. It was just a little bit more dangerous, but dangerous is my middle name. So let's go see. Yep, let's go check this out over here. There's some pumpkins. Oh yeah, we're gonna need that later. Okay, so this guy can stay here. All right. You just stay there, and I'm gonna chop down all these trees, try to get as much wood as I can. Our goal is to get 8 stacks of oak as well as birch. Very nice. Can't really tell what I'm looking at. There's so much wood all clumped up together to this dense foliage. The sun already setting? No way. I felt like I just woke up not too long ago. All right, let's head on back. Got some more trees here while we're at it. Chop this one. I'm sidetracked, but can't help it. It's addicting. All right, that fence post could stay there. We're gonna go back to the village where we came from and go to bed. Oh, it's getting dark real fast. Make sure we get home before the baddies get out. Just had to open the blinds in my room, let some sunlight through. Where did my... Oh, here he is. Yeah, sometimes you gotta let the sunlight hit your eyes. Need a good daily dose of vitamin D. And don't be a shut-in like me. Alright, let's go back and collect more logs. Oh, hey, that's Sakura. That's a Sakura forest over there. Let's, we can... Oh, I don't think I have a use for that, to be honest. Let's just stick with the original plan because I don't want to venture around too much. Otherwise, I then forget about what I was gonna do. You know, sometimes you get too sidetracked, and I have a bad habit getting too sidetracked. Lava pool over there, that's pretty good. This seat's pretty nice. We're gonna come back over here though to this lake. We're gonna build. We're probably gonna build down here, to be honest. Thinking around the shore here is pretty good. We're gonna try to like expand it all the way around, but I don't want to focus too much on building and then forgetting about other stuff, because building does take a lot of time. And if I build too big, if I build too big of structures, then it takes forever to complete. And then my whole video is just me just doing a big time lapse, and we have to, use it sparingly, I guess you could say. I thought I saw dark shadows that passed over here. Maybe I'm tripping. Okay, we got about 4 stacks of oak logs. We just need more birch. So that's not too much of a problem. If I remember correctly, I thought I saw a giant birch forest somewhere nearby. So we could probably just go and collect them from there. Yeah, straight across from us. We just gotta find a way to get down there. And it's getting dark, so I think I'm gonna bring this guy back. We're gonna prep for the next journey ahead. And then the next day, tomorrow, we shall go and chop down some of those birch trees. Okay, we just need some more birch. But we got about 8 stacks of each type of wood. That'll really help us when it comes to building. And let's see, anything else we can use in here? I guess one thing I want to do is definitely get started on a lava fuel farm. So we could, let's just make a bucket. Just make a bucket because, having an MLG water clutch might come in handy. I'm gonna collect some of this water over there. Just having this in our top bar is gonna save our lives. Save our life? Yeah, save our lives. I don't know. Save our life. It's just me playing, so save my life. Yeah. That's what I meant to say. Sorry. I'm not very good at this, guys, as you guys can tell. All right, let's go all the way down. Scale down the mountain. But try not to fall to our deaths. Some more lava down here, it seems. Oh, nice. Lots of lava nearby. This way seems a little safer. Slowly back up. Okay. All right, we did the hard part. The hard part's gonna be getting up. I don't know how we're gonna get up, but we'll find a way. Let's go this way. Check out what is over here. Some sugarcane. Yeah, we're gonna need that. Lots and lots of sugarcane. All right, buddy, follow me. Come this way. I'm gonna sit you down somewhere, and we're gonna collect all this birch wood. Okay, you stay there. I'm gonna remember to get some of this sugarcane first. Then let's chop down all the birch wood. Okay, we got about 4 stacks of birch logs, so that is pretty good. Mission successful. Now it's time to go back, put all this away. And the next thing on our checklist is to go do some mining. I go get some good old iron because I am running low And if we're gonna be building, we're gonna need a lot of tools. And that's starting to make me think if I even want to start a villager trading hall first. That's probably one of the first things we'll build is a villager trading hall. So that way we can, you know, get some better tools. And like, honestly, I didn't realize it, but the stonemason is pretty good. We might have to go we might have to go all the way around just to get up this mountain. But yeah, the stonemason is pretty good. I might just make a house just for like a couple of stonemasons, so that way we can trade you know, like emeralds for a bunch of blocks and whatnot. That will just save us a whole lot of time and, you know, headache from having to go down and mine all day just to get like some andesite or some stone bricks would be like a godsend if I could get that. I don't know if stonemasons offer that. They might. But I know they offer like different types of, you know, those special concrete blocks or whatever. And quartz. Quartz is going to be really nice because we could put it on the floor. We could use it as sinks or just such a good block that I rarely ever build with because I hate going to the nether to like gather blocks, you know. I hate like, especially in hardcore mode. So yeah, that's definitely one of the villagers that I want to get is stonemasons. And obviously we're gonna have our typical stick traders and librarians and whatnot. But let's see, I should put this somewhere around here so that way we can grow it. I need a shovel. Get ourselves a shovel. Let's make a sword. No, let's just use an axe. I've just been so used to using axes that it's not that big of a deal anymore for me to just use it as my primary weapon. Like sometimes the swords even, you know, kind of get in the way, but using the axe just does a whole lot of damage. Okay, let's place those down. Now it's time to go and find some iron. What do we want to go do that? Do we want to bring this guy with us? Might as well, huh? What if he gets lost? Yeah, let's forget about it. We might get lost somewhere. Let's just go look around this area here where we haven't really explored yet and see if there's like any just bits of iron laying around. Since our elevation is pretty high up, I would assume that there's some caves that have a lot of iron in them. See, something like this. Something like this looks promising.
A few moments later.
Okay, guys, it's day 11. I just want to go take a break, take a shower, and I feel fresh and energized now. So my voice won't sound so raspy like this morning. But anyways, we got a whole bunch of iron. And the problem is, how are we going to cook all this iron? You know, we got about 6 stacks. We got a couple of diamonds, some coal, as well as lapis. So I am thinking that we're going to create a bunch of furnaces. Speaking of which, we need some good old cobblestone. So I'm gonna go around, gather a bit of, gather some good old cobblestone. I'm out of iron now. That's fine. We will cook like 2 pieces. Okay, let's put this in here. Cook 2 pieces of iron and hope that we can make ourselves an iron pickaxe. That way we can get some. Oh my God! What are you doing here? Oh my God! I can breathe. Okay, we got 3 pieces of iron. It's time to, you know, while that's going on, why don't we cook some of this iron just so we can have something to work in the background while we do our, you know, cobblestone gathering. We just need a little bit just so we can make more furnaces, and that way we can also make some blast furnaces too. I would definitely like that. Let's see if... Nope, it hasn't spread yet. That's okay. We'll leave that there, and we'll just dig out this little section over here or something. And just need a little bit of iron. I mean, not a little bit of iron. A little bit of cobblestone just to make into, you know, some more furnaces to smelt. Oh, hey. I didn't realize there was some iron hiding around over here. Let me put this in my offhand. And there's some emeralds here too. Wow, we got a lot of good luck. All right, I think that's good. We got about 2 stacks. We're gonna let the mushroom grow. And let's go back to turn this cobblestone into a whole bunch of furnaces. Just need to smelt a whole lot of these guys. Take some of this coal. Probably do it at the back of our house. Something like this. Okay, now how do I want to do this? This will be a little faster. I think I'll go like this. We have a little bit here still. Oh, right. I don't know why. I might have to change the mouse tweaks or something because it's really picking me off. It's because it's not, every time I double click, it'll really, even if I just kind of click singularly, it'll do that. Need to have some minor adjustments. Let's toss some more of this raw iron in there. And let's craft a whole set of armor because I am tired of getting banged up by all these mobs. Okay, let's put this away. Got some iron on us just to turn into tools in the future. And while that is all cooking, I think what I'm gonna do is I am gonna trap some of these villagers inside the houses. I'm gonna wait till it's nighttime and they all go to bed. And then I'll trap 1 or 2 of them. Is that iron golem? Oh, I thought he was stuck inside that house for a second. Just creepily staring at me. Just standing there menacingly. Okay. But yeah, once it's nighttime, these guys are going to go to their houses. And then we are going to trap them inside. And then we're going to do some trading. Because I want to get some stonemasons. So that way I don't have to do any more mining for stone. You know? And then we can get some stick traders as well. And while that's going on, we'll probably start on building kind of just the foundation of our houses and whatnot. But I'm trying to determine if we want to get stonemasons first and then we can do that, or if we want to just start building right away. So let's see how much iron we got. We have a bunch of this wood here. I'm still planning on how we want to create our civilization down below. I don't want to go too far to where the iron isn't smelting anymore. I think if we stick around over here, that's kind of the area that I want to start at. Or all the way over there, actually. I think that's where the center is more. It's more central. How should we do this? Maybe we'll just go down there and build a house. We don't need stone, right? Yeah, we don't need stone. Let's take this. Could find another bed. There was some sheep earlier. I swear there was some sheep. Let's see. Let me take my mule out, go look for some sheep. We can get some wool or something. I definitely want to breed a better mule that's faster. That'll be a real game changer. There's one over here earlier. I don't know where he went. Maybe he fell to his death. Oh, he's right there. All right, let me make a set of shears. Oh, there's 2 of them. Perfect. Okay, we got enough to make a bed. That's all I need. It's just enough to make a bed. Let's go get our mule. Let's make a blue bed. All right, let's head on back to the village. We'll place this bed down at a little campsite down below, and that's where we'll build our first little starter house. We don't need anything too big or grand. I think I get tired of building big structures. I just need something to house all of my stuff in. That's, you know, kind of the main task of my house, is just to store all my junk inside of it. Let's take this blue dye. And bam, blue bed, baby. You keep the shears in case we might need it. And do I have any extra blocks? Let me use these cobbled deep slate. We'll wait for it to hit nighttime. Oh, I should actually make a clock, so that way I can kind of tell the time a little better. It's almost nighttime. We'll wait for all of our people to go to bed, and then, you know, lock them inside their houses. Yeah, see? Look, they're all going to bed. They're all going to their houses now. Perfect. Okay, block that off. That guy can stay in there for now. This guy is asleep. And let's go over here. Go do the same to all these houses because I don't want them to escape. We're missing one for some reason. I guess one of them must have died or something. Yeah, this guy's still in here. That's good. None of them are nitwits. That's a good sign. I know there's one here, and then there's one that might be living in that big house over there. Yeah, let's place some torches going to his house. There he is. Let's lock him up inside of here. Nice. And I think that's all the villagers. I think they're safe now. Just need to make sure that they don't escape. If I could get this guy to go to the other house, that'd be nice. But that's not a problem. Let's just put all this away. Let's melt some of this raw gold and go to bed. Okay, it is now daytime. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down below. I'm going to bring as much of the wood as I need. I think 4 of each should be good for now. 3 and 4. Let's put them in the mule. Nice. And that's cooking. Well, let me take another fence post just so I can, you know, hitch him to something. Then we're going to bring the mule down to the lake with us. He is gonna come in very handy. Feels heavier now. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the heavy one, not my mule. I need to stop blaming everything on my mule. Okay, I remember one of these areas over here is the center area. This is more central right here. I think this looks pretty central. Problem is how we get down. We'll go this way, and then we will climb down this waterfall. Beautiful. Oh, there's some lava down here. There was some lava down here. Bunch of easy access obsidian. EAOs. That's what we're gonna call them. That's what we're trying to call them. Oh man, look at this place. This beautiful lake. Oh, let me go to free cam. Let me go to free cam. Now I can show you guys. Oh, look at this, guys. This huge lake. It's like in the middle of these mountains here. Okay. I don't even know if we're gonna fill out the entirety of it. We'll try, but that might take a very long time. For now, we'll build on this half, okay? I think building over here would be fantastic. I'd have to do a little bit of terraforming and whatnot, but for now, let's clear out a little section where we can call it a little campsite. Maybe right here would be good. I'll put him under the shade, so that way he doesn't get sunburnt. Move that, and we'll place a bed right here. Let me make oh, there's some iron down here. Let me make a little crafting table. Not crafting table. Let me make a chest or two, just to put our junk inside of. And let's make another chest, just to put random crap inside of it. Hey, I'm gonna get a bunch of the woods here. Put it all here. I have a mod that allows me to create a wooden woodcutter. Yeah, so we need some of these planks. Where am I missing? Nope, I got all of these woods. We got enough wood. There you go. We got ourselves a woodcutter. Maybe we don't place it next to our bed because I don't want to get cut. Put it right there. Now it's time to... I say that I don't want to get cut, but I literally stand on it. Let's clear out some of this land over here. Let's chop down these trees. That way we can kind of see and visualize how we want to build this lakeside civilization. Okay, I'm thinking that we might have to build our house in this little section here because this is a little too steep. There's nothing for me to really build here, so we're gonna build it over here. Let's chop down some of these trees, a lot of these trees actually, and I kind of want to integrate it into the land. I don't want to do like too much crazy terraforming, mainly because it takes a lot of time, and I just want to kind of utilize what I can. Okay, so we cleared out most of the trees here. What I'm going to do next is just do a little bit of terraforming, okay? I lied. We're going to have to do just a little bit. We don't have to do too much, I hope, because I don't want it to take up so much time. I'm just going to have to clear this patch of dirt here, make it look a little bit more smoother, a little bit more round, a little bit more natural. And then we can then get started on creating, you know, our first little house. I don't want it to be anything fancy. I literally just need it for storage, guys. I just wanted to put most of my stuff in. That way we can eventually slowly bring down all the villagers to the civilization down here. Start breeding them into a villager breeding house. And then, you know, make a bunch of professions and give them jobs. Because, you know, if people don't have jobs, they're aimless. Yes, that's what it is. We're going to create a civilization that heavily relies on capitalism, a capitalistic civilization, a capitalistic society. Yes, that's what we're gonna go for. Everything runs on emeralds over here. That sounds a lot more entertaining. Yep. Okay, so terraforming is done. Now it's time to figure out how I want to build this house. I think I'm gonna build it going left and right. Instead of coming forward, we're gonna build it left and right. Something just super simple. Something that doesn't require a lot of thinking, a lot of brain power. I don't want to do a lot of thinking. I just want to build. Okay, guys, it is day 20. I've done a lot. I've moved a lot of the stuff. I've even created this huge ladder that, you know, leads to the top of this mountain. But as you can see, this building here, the interior is practically done. We'll add a few more finishing touches in the future. But this is our chest. This is our chest room. This is our house. You want to know where my bed is? My bed is over here. This little cubby. Yep, that's all I need. I know this is not optimal. This is definitely not the optimal chest setup, but I don't care because I actually like how it looks. You know, it reminds me of those old days of Minecraft when there was like, you know, chests that you would put side by side or you would put in this kind of formation, especially the days when you couldn't stack chests on top of each other, you know, and you had to place them in this sort of formation because, you know, like, you couldn't open them if you had another chest on top. So you had to instead place, you know, one behind and one in front, or make like a pyramid like this, or a stairway, a step chest like this. So yeah, this is our little our house. This is where we sleep. This is where we put our junk in. I haven't really fully organized everything. As you can see, all this stuff is still junk in here. And I don't even know what the heck I'm doing with all this stuff. A bunch of random empty chests and whatnot. But yeah, with this out of the way, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to most likely build a house for the villagers to live in. Because we're going to move them all the way back down here. And we're going to make sure that we create enough villagers to, you know, have enough professions. We're going to have buildings for different types of villagers and whatnot. I think that's a lot better than having a big trading hall. A trading hall is a little bit too plain. I do that too much when I make these videos. So I decided to make a bunch of houses and villages and different profession houses. But first, we need to build a villager house. Oh, God. All right. I was just trying to get started on showing you guys what's going on over here. But, this is getting extra dangerous. Okay. Anyways, I've got the villager house done. This is where they're currently staying at. It's kind of like a boarding house. And that's where they live. And, it took a while. But, yeah, we put them in boats and then carried the boats into this building here. It's not foolproof, you know, because of these oak doors. If anything, I should get rid of them because they keep coming to this section here. And I can't bear having them walk around like this. But yeah, I have a mod that allows me to carry boats. So that really saved a lot of time because I can't imagine having to drag them all the way over here and transporting them into this building. So I apologize if that's against your creed and your playstyle, but hey man, quality of life stuff. Anyways, we got a pretty good amount. We'll probably add some more beds in here and we just need to give them food. And from there, that'll keep this facility running. We got the lights running on, so that's a good thing. And I quite like these copper lanterns because they aren't as expensive as the iron ones. The iron ones, yeah, they look good, but these look really good. Like when they are oxidized blue, wow, they just look magnificent. Okay, but yeah, they have their own little cliques now. They have a child here. There's 4 of them here, and there's 3 of them over there, just gossiping about God knows what. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think the next thing I'm gonna do is probably get started on creating some sort of farm. We don't have a lot of crops to feed these guys and to continue it going. So I'll probably like take a little bit of this just so I can get some more villagers in there. And in the meantime, I'll probably like clear out some land over here. So that way I can get started on creating some sort of crop farm to keep this civilization going, because you know it's their stomachs that's gonna keep them working in this capitalistic society. So here's my beautiful farmland. This is supposed to be a windmill or maybe a granary at the center, but yeah, we basically filled it all up so far with these amount of crops. We're gonna wait until they finally finish, you know, growing, and then we'll harvest a good amount of them and replant them all around this whole entire plot. I think this plot will suffice for our entire civilization for now. Oh my god, there's an iron golem up there. I haven't checked up on this villager house here, this boarding school. I would assume that they have a pretty decent amount of people now. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Still 7. Still 7 of them. Yep. Not enough. Not enough, that's for sure. But that's okay. We'll grow some more crops and we'll feed it to them and hope that we get some more. The thing that took the most time here was trying to figure out where do I want to place these water sources. I wish there was like a watering can. I think there is a mod that is a watering can.
that will just make my life a lot easier. And I hate the fact that I trample over the crops all the time. It's really hard to make farmland on not flat land. Like, it really, farmland and cropland really favor just flat land. So with this out of the way, I am going to work on the central structure here, which I haven't decided if I wanted to make a windmill or a good old granary. Maybe it's a both. Maybe it's a granary and windmill. We'll have to see. But yeah, we're gonna have to gather some materials, and then I'll think of a cool looking design for this bad boy, and we'll scale it up a little bit higher. Okay guys, it took a lot longer than expected. That was mainly because I didn't like the original design of our windmill, and it was just looking very sloppy. So I decided that we would make this kind of raised, terrace kind of farmland with 2 levels. I think this looks a whole lot better. And with this windmill, with these birch trap doors, as long as you don't look at them for too long, they look pretty good. You know, I like the contrast, the white wooden birch trap door against the, the oak log trim. And this is where we're gonna put most of our vegetables and crops, just because it's nice and convenient. You know, we have a lot of vegetables growing, so this should be enough to feed all of my villagers and my growing civilization. And we have these 2 ramps that we go on up here. Not everything has been planted yet, but inside we have a bunch of chests that are laid out, strewn about, and then up here is just the 2nd floor, and all the way at the top it's empty. So there's nothing too much going on in here. And I think the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna harvest all these crops first, and then we are gonna toss a bunch of them into this villager breeding hall, and we will take one of them or 2 of them or 3 of them and start to give them professions. We're gonna make some houses and whatnot, so that way we can trade with them. And I haven't decided where I want to make it yet. I thought about making a bridge, because they have this just natural looking kind of flowing river that goes all the way over here, and making a bridge and going across. Either that, or I will expand my territory to this side, because we haven't really done any building over here. So I might have to chop down all these trees and kind of do a little bit of terraforming, just so we have some flat land. And from there we will create some sort of generic looking houses. I don't plan to make anything too special yet, like a library. I don't want to make a super large library. I want to make some small, cozy little homes, just so we can put the villager professions in there and whatnot. I think I'll start with the Fletchers first, because we can just get a bunch of easy diamonds, and we have a lot of trees to chop down anyway. So yeah, that is what I am gonna do. Well guys, it took a while, but we finally finished the structures here. The singular structure for our villagers. This is where they live, the villagers with professions, the ones with jobs. We moved out quite a lot. Thankfully, I had a lot of them in here, so we have currently 3 now. I don't know if we have another one. I guess not. But yeah, I moved out a bunch of them. This house, this is the Fletchers. These are the Fletchers. It's the Fletcher family. Yeah, the Fletcher family. They all trade me nothing but sticks for emeralds and a couple of decent stuff like arrows and whatnot. But yeah, this is going to be the primary source of our income. The Fletchers are a great addition to our community. Got a little garden bed here for them, and then they cook in this little crock pot in there. And then here are, this is the weaponsmith, the toolsmith, and there should be one more, the armorer. These guys are the smiths. Let's call them the smiths. The smiths, they live in this house. Big addition to our community because we're going to be needing a lot of tools and weapons. This guy, I might have smacked him on accident with my axe. Luckily, the iron golems didn't see it, so I didn't get hit. But yeah, they live here. They've got a very humble abode with monochrome beds and whatnot. But you know, this is a project that I'm happy to be finished with. Well, for now, there's still more villagers that I definitely want to add. And let me go into free camp so I can kind of show you guys what it looks like so far. This is our village, our lakeside village. It's looking absolutely fantastic. And I know there's plenty more that we need to add, especially when it comes to the librarians. We need to make a library or something, or a town library. But I don't know if I want to do that just yet. But I also want to show you guys that I moved 2 villagers into here, since I feel like it would make sense. They live in a windmill now, and they're in charge of keeping order of all these crates and whatnot. I might even add some like copper golems just so they can like organize the stuff after I finish harvesting them. I think it'll be a great addition, but I haven't decided how I want to implement that just yet. Anyways, one thing I wanted to show you guys was this really cool feature, or part of the mod, the Farmer's Delight mod, and that is creating different types of dishes. This has been a real game changer. So what I have here are some cooked mutton chops, and the way you get that is you put the lamb chops on here, and you cut it up with the iron knife, and you get a bunch of these cooked mutton chops. All right, and you put a bowl under there. And I've been eating this quite a bit because I don't have a lot of food, and it's done a really good job at keeping me satiated. It's got this, you know, kind of buff to it that allows you to not have to eat for a while. So let me place this down. This creates ourselves a shepherd's pie. I can place that down there, get 3 bowls, and bam, got a plate of shepherd's pie. Gives us a lot of nourishment, gives us a lot of satiation, and we don't have to worry about it. We don't have to worry about eating for a very long time. So now that that is done and out of the way, one thing that I've been really needing to do is create an animal farm. Like, it's day 60 already. We're already like more than halfway there, and I have yet to create some sort of animal farm. So I definitely want to do that. I haven't decided where I want to put it yet. I feel like it would make sense to put it over here somewhere, or in this section. Maybe not here because it's just a little too steep, but we have a farm cropland over here, so it would only make sense to add some sort of animal pen to this section here. So I'm gonna do a little bit of brainstorming, figure out where I want to place this bad boy, and we will be right back. Well, guys, I got our little animal farm going on over here. I really like how this turned out. We got like wooden palisades made out of trunks and these spikes at the top of them just to deter predators and potential bandits looking to steal our animals. And I have a pen for each of the main core animals: the cows, the sheeps, chickens, and pigs. As you can see, I've run out of food, so I've been doing nothing but eating apples for the past few days. So I'm hoping that once we get enough, we'll have a nice harvest where we can have some protein in our diet. But yeah, with this out of the way, I'll probably add some details in the coming days if I have the time. But one thing I wanted to do was to create some sort of stone archway right here, especially. Having a stone archway right here would look absolutely fantastic. If we make it diagonal, it'll add a lot of character to this little section here. So I need to gather some stone, and in addition to this little stone archway, I probably build some sort of small little shed or storage shed. Maybe it'll be like a place where we butcher the animals and whatnot, because, you know, I think it'll add some atmosphere and a little bit of a story, a little bit of lore to this little world of ours. So we're gonna get some stone, create a stone archway, and maybe a little
Oh my god. And we'll add a little barn or a little shed here to harvest our animals. So I'm gonna go find some stone to dig out, and we will get started. So I've added this path that leads up to our beautiful stone brick bridge with this lantern on top to light the way. And I've added this tower. I feel like adding a tower here looks a lot nicer since it's like right on the corner. I know I said I was going to make a place where we can butcher the animals, but you know, I felt like a tower made more sense to put here for you know, certain reasons. And we can see, you know, it kind of serves a little bit like a lighthouse as well for our little village. And if we go down below, there's a ladder that leads us to the basement that comes out to this little section here where boats can dock, or they can come out and you know, do some fishing over here and whatnot. But yeah, with this bridge done and out of the way, I think the next thing I'm going to do is add more buildings, especially to this section over here. I haven't really done much right here yet, and I think that it will look really good to put possibly a library, but I don't know if I'll have the money. I don't know if I'll have the resources to actually decorate the interior of the library, and if I do, it'll probably be something very small. So if I, you know, go on to free cam, this is what our current village looks like so far. We haven't added too many paths yet, if any at all, but once we, you know, complete most of the buildings and whatnot, I'll start to put in all the paths and little trinkets and little, you know, exterior designs like wagons and wheelbarrows and whatnot to the area. But yeah, we're gonna get started on working on that. Okay guys, it is finally day 100. So, what do you know what? It is time to give you guys a full-on tour of everything that we have built. First off, we have a new building. This is the bakery. I decided that this little section here looked a little bit too empty. So I added a little bakery here for us to, you know, bake some cakes, bake some goods. I got some glass jars and some cookie jars and whatnot. Some actual cake in here, and this I imagine is the cash register or something like that. And the chimney that will be doing all the work, you know, pushing out all the smoke when we bake all of our bread and all of our goodies. So this is the bakery. It is, you know, a different kind of style from the arched style. It's got more of a rounded roof to it. This is probably one of my favorite builds so far. It is the windmill. Took us a very long time because I had to go through a bunch of different iterations, but I like the addition of the birch trapdoors and just this kind of leveled, you know, crop. You know, they have two levels to it that I think it makes it look very unique. And then I have some villagers inside here that I have trapped, and they do nothing but stare at each other and walk around. So these are our farmers. I haven't done any trading with them at all. Next is our obvious building. This is just a glorified storage unit. This is where I do most of my smelting. I have my bed here, so it's nothing too special. Here is our first pet. It is a donkey. I haven't decided on a name, but if you guys have a name, you know, please let me know. But he's done a very good job, you know, carrying all of our junk. Over here, we have all of our villagers. This is the villager breeding hall, boarding school, whatever you want to call it. They've just been chilling in here, safe and sound from all the dangers of the outside world. And then if we go over here, as you can see, I've added a bunch of new stuff over here and over there, but we'll get to that. These houses here are where we put our villagers that we tend to trade with. This is the Fletchers. These are the Fletchers. The Fletcher family? The Fletcher family. Yes, these guys, I trade a bunch of emeralds
for a bunch of sticks. I haven't done emerald trading for a while, just because I haven't had the time. But yeah, they come and they cook here in this oxidized copper bar. This copper bar just looks so amazing when it is oxidized. And then if we go over here, we have ourselves the smiths, the smith family. I have the villager and the armorer, as well as the weaponsmith and toolsmith. This guy I have maxed out to the max. I got a diamond pickaxe off of him, but mine broke. And then I traded a bunch of emeralds for a diamond shovel because I need to do a lot of digging. But yeah, they live here, the smiths. They have 3 monochrome beds that they sleep in at night. All right, and then over here is the newest addition. It is the library that has nothing in the garden yet. We have the main first floor. Over here is where they come to check out their books and whatnot. And this is the sort of the more important files and cabinets that they put their town history or just important documents and letters. And if you go on up, we have a second floor where people can come and sit. And then here is a balcony, because I feel like, you know, reading outside is one of the best things to do. You know, being in touch with nature, feeling the wind and the breeze through your hair. That is the library. This building here is a new addition. I didn't put a easy walkway there. We had to go all the way around. This building is a sort of a butcher shop. You know, this is where, you know, we drag our animals, put them in here, and we butcher them. We got some cutting boards with knives, some ground beef, some cuts of meat still, and some cauldrons to wash whatever it is. And these, you know, I was messing around with this, and it looked a little bit like sausage. Looks like sausage links hanging from the ceiling. If we just kind of, you know, clean it up a little bit, you don't stare at it for too long, it looks like sausage. So I thought to myself, you know what? Why not? Why don't we add these sausages, these copper bars, to pretend that they're sausage? So yeah, this is something that if you know, want to try out, put it in your world, let me know what you think. But copper bars as sausage, I think that's pretty cool. All right. And then over here, we have our beautiful animal pen. Got a whole bunch of animals. Took me a long time, but yeah, we finally filled it all up. These guys were a pain to deal with because I had to get so much leather just to fill in that library. If I had made that library any bigger, who knows how it could have gone. And I didn't realize, but I had a bunch of trees growing up there that I was going to chop down, but I just totally forgot about it. But yeah, this is basically it. We got a tower, nothing too special, and an arch bridge. But yeah, this is the, you know, 100 days of me living on the lake. We didn't build entirely around the lake because that would be impossible within 100 days. But, you know, if you like it, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.